Hey guys, how are you? Once again, this is Jose Martinez. Welcome you to a weekly, which is not really weekly. It's going to be whenever the heck I want, like I always told you before, rant about fitness. So here's the thing. This whole myth about this problem, this thing right here, being a problem, which is the cardio, it's really beginning to bother me. How everybody is against doing cardio prior to weight training. Because apparently, if you do cardio prior to weight training, you no longer have the ability to lift weights effectively without causing a disruption of your energy. I genuinely think that is the biggest lie and misconception that has been brought to the fitness industry, which has allowed for a larger consumption of pre-workout to be consumed every single day by most of you, not realizing the amount of cardiovascular constrictions that you're causing onto your arteries by doing so. Every single time you consume a vasoconstrictor prior to accelerating your heart rate in a mechanical demand of muscle, you will continuously cause a negative effect onto your heart. You continue to do so. And then you say, well, but why don't I have muscle? If I do that, my muscles are not going to grow. Also a lie. Your muscles are literally made of blood and oxygen, water. Why would you mess up the one pump that feeds it, which is the heart? Why would you not activate and open up the passageway, the arteries that are going to be utilized to flow the blood and water into them? Why wouldn't you do that? That is the problem. You guys go and follow a lot of these roided, informational people because they look a certain way. By the way, they wouldn't look like that if they were not on steroids. They wouldn't look like that if they were actually real athletes, because real athletes don't look like that. But you guys follow them because, God forbid, you pick up a book and read it yourself. The lazy mindset will always be lazy. Your easy route of not embracing pain and not embracing hardship is the reason why you will never achieve, forget about fitness, nothing worthwhile having in life. You will not achieve it because you're too busy looking for the easy route. You're too busy looking to not embrace pain and not feel anything. All of you guys are taking upon yourselves to find easy routes to how to reach your goal. And guess what? None of you guys will succeed in the long run. Because at the end of the day, what you don't realize is that even to make $1 million, if you don't know what it takes to maintain and manage that $1 million, you'll get it and you'll lose it just as fast as you get it. The same thing happens when it comes to being in shape and getting healthy. If you do not spend the hardship to do it the right way, the same way you'll get it, you'll lose it. And there's a lot of people out there that look great in the outside, but in the inside, they're crap. So we need to make sure that you're following the right type of people, because you're following people that are liars, they're looking to sell you something, and they do not know what it is that they're talking about. Cardio last. Now here's the other one. Doing cardio post-workout. Please, I implore you, look up the Cori cycle. Jose Martinez did not make that up. It's an actual science. Dr. Cori got a Nobel Prize in 1947. Husband and wife, actually. Please look them up. The Cori cycle is the process in which your liver creates glycogen. There's no way that you're going to interrupt the recovery cycle of your muscles post-workout with an aerobic activity, because a lot of you guys don't even do cardio because you don't even know the difference. You guys go walking on a treadmill and think that that's cardio. If you do not reach your target heart rate and maintain it for at least 5 to 10 minutes, that is not considered cardio. You do it in aerobic resistance activity. So all you're doing is depleting the body further, not feeding the muscle because you can't eat after that, and wasting the anabolic window that you need for recovery at that particular moment, the catabolic window at that moment. Because that catabolic window that everybody rejects has a purpose. And its purpose is to absorb. At that moment is when you have the best opportunity to feed the body. And what you're doing, you're wasting it trying to do more cardio because you're so desperate trying to outwork a most likely bad diet. You're so desperate trying to get results based on information given to you by steroid heads that are giving you information based on their intramuscular fat system which is why they look the way they look. No one that big can be that vascular at the same time without a proper 100% diet, not missing a single meal, not missing a single structure ever. And no one is that dedicated unless that's what you do for a living and you have no other thing to do, which I highly doubt that is the job of any of these guys. Because a lot of them got families, a lot of them got businesses, a lot of them. So there's no way you could do it. I've done this for 30 years and I know you can't. I know you can't. But that's the lie. And some people hold me accountable because they say, oh, why don't you look like that? Well, guess what? Because I actually am a real person. I'm trying to have a family. I'm trying to do things the right way. And I can afford to put my health at risk so that you can learn and take my credibility, not based on what I say and know, but because of how you want to see me look. I'm not here for that. I'm here to teach you how to live a long life, healthy, without dealing with the BS. That's why a lot of them are dying at the age of 20 and 30 and 40 years old. Okay? I have my own complications. I was born with a heart condition. I have multiple things that people don't know about. You don't need to know about, because all you need to know is that what I'm saying right now, look it up. See if I know my shit for real, from medical sources. Not some Joe Schmo who decides to freaking do some bro science on social media. Please, I beg you, quit doing the stupidity of doing cardio last at the damn gym. You must do cardio first. Get vasodilated. That means you pushing yourself. Yes, you're pushing yourself. Not walking. No, running. If those of you that can't run, get on a bike. Keep it above 80 RPM for about 10 to 12 minutes. If that's too much, get an elliptical, 100 strides per minute. Every single one of those equipments have a minimum requirement in order to get to your target heart rate. So for an elliptical, 125 strides per minute is the minimum required. For a bike, 80 RPM for 10 minutes is the minimum requirement. And you will reach your target heart rate. I promise you, you're going to be out of breath. That out of breath moment that you feel is you're doing this to the artery. The artery is right here, and you're opening it up. Once you do that, stretch. Yes, that's right. Stretch. Lengthen your muscles. Everything you're going to work out, and even the stuff that you are not going to work out, stretch them out. Lengthen the body. Open everything up so that when you're now going to isolate blood into that one local area for development, the passage and the range of motion is clear and ready to receive the load. Thank you for watching. I know I've been annoying, but I hope I've also been informative. Have a great one.